What up, it's your boy, A-Doggalicious. What's up? How's it kicking? No. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Allison. If you are new, I am amidst of filming a makeup inventory, and I think we have hit the end, which is probably the most exciting for anybody that clicks on this video. I'm sure this is what everybody wants to see. Nobody gives a shit about how many eye pencils you have. Nobody gives a shit about XYZ Elemental P. Everybody wants to know how many motherfucking eyeshadow palettes people have and what they have. So here it is. Here it is. For some reason, I'm pumped. Eyeshadow palettes, yeah. I've already got like what I've got in my drawer out and ready to show you, and let's get started. I'm gonna start with ABH, Anastasia Beverly Hills. That is a category that I think is what I have the most of. Lucky for you, I have them in date order because I don't know, some of these were like the very first that I've ever gotten as far as eyeshadow palettes go. Okay, the oldest ABH palette that I have is the Amrezy palette. This is from April 2014. She's delightful. Some of these ABH palettes, like, I love looking at the older ones compared to the newer ones because there's just such a unique color layout, I guess. Secondly, I have the Artist palette. This guy, she looks like this, and she's from January 2015. I have This Is the World Traveler by ABH. I don't know why I had to tell you that. This is what she looks like. She's from March of 2015. Pan. This may explain like why I was the way I was when I saw Soft Glam. So having so many older palettes, I have Fudge 4 times over, like the shade name. I have, what the fuck else is there? Orange Soda. I have Noir. Like, I have a lot of these staple colors that are in a lot of these newer palettes as like, oh, this is older, we're bringing it back, blah, blah, blah. Like, meow. Okay, this is the Self-Made palette, and by far the best packaging out of everything, even though mine is dirty. This is from September of 2015. I mean, can we get a slow clap for that? And then of course I have this hoe. This one's from 2016. Miss Congeniality. Prism, which I like Prism. I feel like this gets back to a little bit more of the funky creative side. I'm on the fence. Obviously I'm on the fence fucking hardcore. This is from my Beautylish bag. It's Soft Glam. Kind of on the fence. I don't know. I don't know why I'm on the fence, but as you can see, I'm not heavy on the fence because it's still in bubble wrap. I'm gonna count it for now. Let's move on. Next I have Melt Cosmetics. So I have, I think I just counted 6 total. I already need a new one of these because I'll show you why. So this is the inside of this guy. And I rearranged this just to kind of put them together. But I have Radioactive, the She's in Parties, then I have the Lovesick, and then I have the Rust Stack. This is the 5th one of the Rust Stack. And then this is the only one I've ever actually ordered as a single shadow, but this is Blur, and this is the best on the planet. And then I have these two guys. Of course, you know what these guys look like. The Gemini, and then the Smoke Sessions. From here on out, I have a category with 3, I have a few with 2, and then the rest are single brands that will just go through. Cool. So I have these 3 guys from Dose of Colors, the Mauves, the Baked Browns, and the Sassy Siennas. 2 of these plushies from Lime Crime. These are my first ever Lime Crime products, and I think these are delightful. 2 Morphe products, and they're actually fairly new. I have the Jaclyn Hill palette, which I got when it first came to Ulta, and then I have one of the Jaclyn Hill palettes, which is the Ring the Alarm. 2 palettes from Dominique Cosmetics, the Lemonade palette, and the Latte palette. 2 by KKW. I have the Mario palette and the Classic palette. This is like the bomb. This I need to reach for more often, but this I reach for a lot. And FYI, these are not glued down. You can like magnet and take these out. I learned that because one of those fell on the floor. I have 2 palettes by Natasha Denona. This is actually my first eyeshadow palette from Natasha Denona. I have a lot other products by her. See, I have like, this is something out of a 5pan palette. It's a chrome silver that definitely is out of place there. This guy is completely rearranged. Ooh, isn't that pretty? I think I've hit pan. So proud. Hashtag so proud. The Violet Voss Holy Grail palette. I love her. We've got some serious dents in a lot of these. This is Makeup Forever, the Starlit pressed glitters, maybe? Starlit glitters. Some of these have fallen out. I think these 2 guys fell out, so like I will forever hold that at a mother effing angle. The Friendication palette by Desi and Katie and Dose of Colors. The smaller one is in my declutter pile. I still don't know if I'm going to keep that other one. I don't know. This is the Alamar palette. The only reason I haven't gotten rid of this, I haven't really used it, but everything I've touched in here when I have used it is great. I have one Huda Booty palette that I've decided to keep, the Desert Dusk palette, that I don't use enough, but I should, because honestly this does have some good stuff in it. The pressed glitter, I doubt I will ever use. I only have one Too Faced palette, which is the Clova palette. I love this palette too. This really just says pressed powder palette, so I don't know if it's the calm before or the calm after. The storm itself, I don't know. But I actually like, maybe I got a good one, I don't know. I've heard so many people talk so much shit about this palette, but I like these pastels, and I like some of these. Like these 4 are cool. This is like an iridescent satin shade, but it's kind of, I like it. It's good. It's good. The one palette by Juvia's Place, the Zulu palette, that out of all the Juvia's Place palettes, this has no shade names. It doesn't bother me on the grand scale, but realistically, if everything else has a frickin' shade name, why can't you? The NYX Swear By It palette. This is 40 shades, and it's the only palette I have that has, like, you know, Morphe status besides the Jaclyn Hill palette, but I have yet to play with something that I'm just like, there's the dud in the palette. So I definitely think that this is probably worth the money. Okay, and then last, I have one palette left. Literally, just one palette. Yeah, I keep it in the box. The Mothership 5. Hello. Yes, I'm here. I am answering the phone. Okay, this is my first Pat McGrath palette. Man, I sat on this shit forever, and then I finally got it, and then I cried. Okay, every time I've used this, I have been so thoroughly impressed, and I'm glad I watched so many videos about it, because people talked about, like, the fallout of the shimmery shades, blah, 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 blah. So I never use these with a dry application. I always use them wet, and I don't have fallout when I use them wet. They're freaking amazing. The only thing I will say is that this shade right here, I have to kind of scrape it to get it to work, and I hear that these are like pressed glitters, but fuck that. These are fucking pressed glitters, if anything. It is on my finger like a satin would be, but it doesn't perform like a satin should. See what I'm saying? Like, it's so fucking sheer. So I'll take what I had on my finger. Because if I paid that much money for it, you better believe I can claw into those fucking pans if I want to. But it's just, that one shade is kind of like, eh. I feel like I would have swapped it out for something else, but I don't even know what I would swap it out for. But, she's beautiful. I like her a lot. Let me put her back in her little bed. She can take a nappy poop. Okay, so all together total, I have 38 eyeshadow palettes. That's a lot, right? Yeah, that's a lot. Yeah, that's a lot. Like, why would I even sit here and question if that's a lot? Alright, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this little makeup inventory extravaganza. I don't know how many videos this ends up being. I think it's 6. I think it's 6. So anyway, I hope you enjoy, like I just said. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up. I appreciate it. I took the time to film this and edit it for you. I'm just playing. No, I'm not. And if you like crap like this, if you like my my weird sarcasm, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'm here. I'm chilling like Matt Dillon on penicillin. And I hope to see you guys in the next video. Aight? Toodaloodle.